This video is going to look at a few basic angle facts you must know for your GCSE exam. And remember, when we're looking at angles problems at GCSE, we need to ensure that we give our reasons why something is the case. So, the first thing we're going to look at is the three different types of angles, which are acute, obtuse and reflex angles. Now, an acute angle is less than 90 degrees. Now, what that means is if we've got an angle, it has to be less than 90 degrees. So that is an acute angle, that is an acute angle, because they're all less than 90 degrees, which is a right angle. Obtuse angles are between 90 and 180 degrees. So, we know that 90 degrees would be vertically up from here, so that would be a obtuse angle. Also, this is an obtuse angle. And the final type of angle is a reflex angle, which is between 180 degrees and 360 degrees. So here's a reflex angle. Now we have to be very careful to make sure we look where the circular part is representing the angle, because if it had been drawn here, it would indicate that this is an acute angle, whereas in actual fact it's a reflex angle because it's going all the way around the outside. Likewise, on this example here, we've been highlighted the acute angle, but if we'd drawn it all the way around there, it would have been a reflex angle. And the final important thing to know is that a right angle are 90 degrees, and a right angle is like that, highlighted by the square in the corner. You cannot assume that something is a right angle unless, of course, it has this symbol in the place where the angle is. Now, you find right angles anywhere, so in the corner of your book, on the corner of your iPad screen, anywhere. Angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. So if we've got one angle on a straight line, let's say this is 30 degrees, we can find the other angle by thinking, what do we add to 30 to get up to 180? And that is 150 degrees. Angles around a point add up to 360 degrees. So if we've got this part here is 80, if this is 130, we need to find out this part. Well, the first thing we need to do is to add the 130 and 80 degrees together to get 210 degrees. Then what do we add to 210 to get to 360? Well, that is 150. So y is equal to 150 degrees. Now the last two facts we're going to look at are to do with angles inside a shape. And angles inside a triangle add up to 180 degrees, and angles inside a quadrilateral, a four-sided shape, add up to 360 degrees. Now I'm going to do the two examples for these at the bottom. So an example of angles in a triangle is if we know that this is 90 degrees, a right angle, and this angle here is 30 degrees, we can find the last angle by adding 90 and 30 together to get 120. And then what do we add to 120 to get to 180? Well, that's 60 degrees. So this angle here is 60 degrees. And angles in a quadrilateral or a four-sided shape, 100, 120 and 60. What we need to do first to find this missing angle is add up our angles together, 120, 160, and we get 280 degrees. And then what do we add to 280 to get to 360? Well, that is 80 degrees. So all these angle facts we studied on this video you must know and learn. And really importantly is if you're asked to find a missing angle in exam, say you're asked to find a missing angle on a straight line, the second part will probably say because or why, and you need to write because angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees.